So, Habs fans, you guys seem to like these revisiting old Habs trades videos, and I love making them. It's cool to go back and see what's happened since these guys were traded from the Habs or to the Habs, and I love making them. So, if you guys love seeing them, like the video, and I'll know, and I'll keep making more. Maybe we talk about PK Subban for Shea Weber 4 years later, 5 years later, whatever it is. Trades like that, right? So let's get into this one. You know what this one is. This is the Pacioretty for Suzuki trade. There's a lot more to it than that, but let's get into it. So very rarely in sports do you get a win-win trade. Everybody loves to see the trades where one team wins big and the other team loses big. This one was pretty much a win-win, all things considered. Now, let's start on the Vegas side of things. What did they get? Obviously, they get Max Pacioretty. And Habs fans, you guys know, classic vintage Max Pacioretty. He's a shooter. He's a great shooter, goal scorer, and he's fit in so well in Vegas. He was in captain conversations before Mark Stone got handed the C there. And look, he just goes there, he puts his head down, and he puts the puck in the net. That's all he's been doing. He has been playing great for Vegas. He's a great piece for them, and he's been consistent. And that's all you can ask for from a goal scorer, is to be consistent. Let's look at his numbers. All right, so his first year in Vegas, 2018-19, in 66 games, the dude put up 22 goals and 40 points. It's kind of underwhelming, but still, if you're above 20 goals, you're good, right? That's the rule, kind of. If you're above 20 goals every season, you are a good, consistent goal scorer. But get this, the next year, 19-20, in 71 games, 32 goals and 66 points. Almost a point a game. So very good season for number 67 in Vegas. And this season, the guy's just been a machine here. 48 games, 24 goals, and 51 points, over a point a game. Pacioretty has been awesome. And look, just seeing this, a lot of Habs fans might look at it like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have traded him. Well, hold your horses there, because Bergevin did a very good job in getting a very good package for him. Because a lot of people at the time were worried, right? Oh, you're trading Pacioretty, coming off a down season, might not get too many good stuff for him. Well, get this. Not only did the Habs acquire Nick Suzuki in that trade, who right now he's shaping up to probably become the number one center on the Montreal Canadiens, but they also got Thomas Tatar, who I know is kind of struggling right now. It's probably his last year in Montreal, but you can't deny that since he's been a Hab, he's given you some really awesome minutes and he's put up consistent points. He's been a producer. Very good add in that trade. And get this. The draft pick that the Habs also got from Vegas, guess who they got? Matthias Norlinder, who is one of the best prospects in the Montreal Canadiens organization. So I think this is a win-win trade. Very, very solid here for the Habs. And Bergevin did probably the best job he could do. And remember how I said it's a win-win? Okay, well, Suzuki, this kid is already a cornerstone piece of the Montreal Canadiens. I mean, we know he is going to be a star. He's on his way. He might even already be, man. I mean, have you seen that shot on the power play? And he's a great passer. I know he had that midseason slump where he didn't look too great, but he's still a kid, man. He's still young. He's not 30 here, okay? He's 21 years old. And the fact that he's playing this good already, it's a joke. Nick Suzuki, he is going to be amazing, okay? I think he's going to be the number one center on this Habs team for 10, 15 years here. What a steal. If it was 1-for-1, Pacioretty for Suzuki, it would have still been a great trade for the Habs here. But Tatar, like I mentioned, consistent goal producer. Let's check out his numbers since joining the Habs. So not only is he a fan favorite, but in his first year with Montreal, 80 games, 25 goals, 58 points. Solid season. People don't realize how hard it is to put up offense in the NHL. That's a great season. The next year, Mr. Consistency. In 68 games, 22 goals, 61 points. Okay, he's only 8 games away from being a point a game there. Very good numbers. And this year, like I said, a bit of a drop-off. But the dude is 30 years old, and it's not like it was Pacioretty for Tatar 1-for-1. Then Montreal would have lost. But again, they've got so much other good stuff there. And even if Tatar does leave this season, still a great add-in for the Habs. And very astute pickup from Bergevin. And of course, Norlinder, he's 21 years old as well. We know defensemen typically take a little longer to develop, and the blue line looks really bright for the Montreal Canadiens. They've already got Romanov, Norlinder's coming, Josh Brook. There's a bunch of other guys too up in the system looking very, very solid. So, hey, I mean, like I said, a win-win, but if I had to pick one winner, because generally, there's not two winners in life. You know, you pick one winner generally, okay? There's not two Stanley Cup champions in the same year. I would say it's Montreal, okay? Just because they got so much good stuff. Pacioretty's getting up there in age, and yes, he might be able to help Vegas get to a Stanley Cup, which is a huge win for them. But Montreal, they got pieces that can help them now and later. That's the key here. They got pieces for the present and for the future. Great trade for the Montreal Canadiens here, and this is what we like to look back on. Imagine if Nick Suzuki wasn't a Hab. I mean, him too, he's a fan favorite. I loved this trade for the Habs and for the Golden Knights. I mean, look how well Max has fit in there. It was his time to go. I don't think he was meant to be a captain in Montreal. And I don't know. This is just one of those nice Disneyland happy ending stories, which we rarely get in the NHL, right? So let's savor it. Habs fans, what I want to know from you guys, which trade should I revisit next? This is like a new series here. Let's start it here. It's fun. Which trade should I revisit next? Let me know in the comments down below. For more hockey content, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.